back here on the party on CHMR. Back here with Jeff Cook from Make Me and Everything.
Ooh, and I'm all hopped up on iced tea.
Yeah, what better thing to be hopped up on?
There's a lot of sugar in it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That's good. So you guys just released a brand new EP.
We did, yeah. Georgie recorded it with us down at the Levee, and we put that out on the 8th of February exclusively for people that came to our release party. So I know I saw you guys there, and you download cards and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So those people got a free copy, and now it's for sale on our Bandcamp for $5. But we probably will give the digital copy out for free once we have a solid copy, because that was kind of the original plan. So that's how she's gonna go down. But it's crazy. It blows my mind that you just play something a few times and then out pops an EP,
Mm-hmm. And it's really good quality too. Like I mean, you put out the Scraped Off the Floor, which was quite a good tune set, but obviously the quality wasn't quite what it would be after being mixed and remastered, and I guess all that fancy jazz.
Yeah, the circumstances are a lot different. Like at CBTG's, we were in for a show, and we'd obviously had a few fizzy pops, and we went as soon as we were done our set, Davey came up to us and he was like, "Hey guys, I recorded that for you, and I can take it home and cut it up and send it back to you, and you can do what you want with it." So we got that product, and I'm mixed around with that a little bit, but like none of that process is like nothing like recording with Georgie, man, and none of us are nearly as proficient as he is in mixing stuff like that. So yeah, CB is just kind of like the straight live off the floor,
right? Pretty
much no filter at all. And then Georgie's is more like kind of off the floor, but it's like in a smoother way, and you have a lot more tries at it, kind of thing.
Right.
But it was great. Oh.
So let's hear a track off that EP. This is Make Me and Everything with Stay Low. Back here on the party on CHMR.
Yes, we are.
Back here with Jeff Cook from Make Me and Everything. So, what else can you tell us about this EP?
Well, we're going to talk about album art there, so I'll give you the background on that. John Conway is kind of like an explosive artist. He doesn't really he'll bang out like songs all the time pretty consistently, but like visually he's kind of explosive. He'll just come out with like a bunch of different pictures with different things on them, and he'll ask us what we think and if we can use it for anything. So we were tossing around a lot of ideas for a while. We were thinking about doing maybe 4 panels with like, they're called blind contours. It's where you draw somebody's face, but you don't actually look at them while you're drawing it, so you only draw it with your peripheral vision. So we were going to do that in 4 panels and have all of our faces, but we decided against that, and then we went through this series of probably 5 different ideas, and these were pictures like our friend Jenny took, and I know John was taking a lot of them, and we finally settled on this one, I think the night before or 2 nights before we released it, and it's the one with the 3 apples and the candles. So John got that idea. He used to whittle things, I guess. I know it sounds kind of strange, but he really wanted to tackle hollowing out an apple and using it as like a prop. So instead of getting like multiple bags of apples and hollowing a lot of them out to make a crazy design, he was on his budget. So he got 3 apples, cut one of them out, and put the candles in there. So I think I think it turned out really, really nice for him doing that. That was all completely done by him, including the fonts and things.
I'm just like being nosy because like I knew there was apples, but I always thought that the candles were in front of the apples. I never realized he had hollowed it out. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I think it looks pretty neat, man, and I really dug it.
So what happened to the apple that was inside? That was destroyed for the candle?
I'm actually not sure. That is like a perfect cube of apples, so he could probably use that for another project. Maybe John has a miniature apple whittled penguin curing in his house somewhere.
I hope so.
That would be excellent.
I'm curious how one would preserve whittled apple product.
I think it depends on how much you know about science. I think people with degrees in science would be best at preserving apples.
Probably.
Yeah.
But then again, why would somebody with a degree in science be playing in a Make Me and Everything band?
Well, like I think there's a lot of scientists, a lot of musical talent, man. Like look at Bill Nye, that theme song.
Right, man?
Wow. We could get him on our team. Unstoppable.
You could also like try to get like Billy Ray Cyrus probably on your go. He seems like he'd be pretty good at science.
No, he's like just getting into the fringe rap thing. Like we've been doing hip hop for a little while now, and I don't feel like Billy Ray Cyrus would be a good addition at this point.
That's fair.
As far as the draft goes, anyway.
Maybe in a couple albums when he sharpens up his game.
Yeah, he's got no flow. All right.
So back to the Make Me and Everything EP.
I don't even remember what we were talking about.
No, I can't.
that just went on. Like I didn't know. Like anyway, so back to the EP. You guys got 5 songs on here, and so how did you guys go about, I guess, choosing which songs to put on the EP?
That was actually really hard, and the fact that there was 5 of them was sort of a financial decision. Like we don't really have any means of making money besides playing shows right now, and most of them don't come with a guarantee. So we decided we were going to do the 5 songs that really represented the old band and the new band, because we had so many members, right? Mm-hmm. So like "Stay Low" is one of our oldest songs. I think it was one of the 4th or 5th songs we started playing live, and then "Vikings" is one of the newest songs. So you get kind of like a complete range of what's going on, but it isn't the newest material either. We wanted to make sure we chose new ones that were polished that we could use. And I think the order turned out really well. We had a lot of debate about whether we were going to put "Goddamn the Afternoon" first and "Stay Low" last, or reversed. It didn't really seem, neither of them have a real good plausible conclusion or introduction to them. So we ended up putting the long epic one at the end so people can kind of ride it out.
So let's hear some Wordless EP. This is Here and Everywhere, Make Me Everything. And we are back here on the party on CHMR.
I am your host, Justice Gaines.
And I'm Warren Gordon, and we're back here with Jeff Cook from Make Me Everything.
Hello.
Talking about his brand new EP, or their brand new EP. And speaking of your guys' releases, you've got a nice party award there in front of you.
Here it is. 2013, scraped off the floor. Great year. Great year for music, great year for wine. You know, all around fantastic year.
Actually, one thing I was going to mention was that it seems like every time you come on, you have something new going on. And I remember it was a couple years ago, you messaged me and said that, hey, you guys are getting back together. And then every time that you guys have come on, you've gotten better and better and better. And now this EP is out, and then, you know, only when it goes up, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's I'm really shocked about like what kind of recognition it has gotten, you know? Like we've played to completely empty rooms before. Like save for you guys have been pretty consistently there every time. But no, like it was a huge step, and I didn't really realize we were taking it at all. Like we finished the CD and everything was pretty natural, you know. And then the party we had to actually give people download cards and things was enormous. That was huge, and I think I don't know. I think it blows us away, like that many people are actually interested in it. You know,
I think that's one of my favorite parts about, you know, doing the party. That, you know, you see a band that is just kind of starting out, and then they keep coming on over the years or whatever, and they just keep getting better and better and better, and like bigger and bigger and bigger. And like that's definitely your band is definitely like one of the main, I guess, groups that's happened with.
Groups, yeah.
We're definitely a group.
A group indeed.
I don't know. I think the most ironic part of it is that I don't think we've changed like at all.
No.
I think we're still the same bunch of dudes. Like maybe we've gotten a little tighter and, you know, practiced our songs, but it just seems like we kept doing what we were doing, and then people just suddenly started to notice, which is crazy. I didn't even like take any of my clothes off. So that was, you know, going to be the last resort, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, some bands, like, you know, they change. Like, you can tell that they change, like, I guess, personality-wise, but you guys have always been, you know, doing what you're doing and standing for what you stand for, which is pretty A-okay. You guys are, like, cracking up at me, but...
No, it's true. I try to, like, be the unbeatable marginalist, you know? Like, if you can't, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't think that we're adapting at all to what's happening is pretty much what I'm getting at. I think we're just doing our thing.
Yeah.
Going day by day, and it just seems to get better, so we just let it progress that way.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. So, it is the month of February. The magical month of February is also RPM month.
It is a long month.
And so we were talking during the break about RPM, and you've been doing RPM now the past 2 years. Are you getting into it this month?
Yeah. It's been pretty nuts. It's kind of, well, I don't know. I would put it up in the air for right now. I mean, I do have 5 songs done, and there is an impressive roster going on for the rap song this year, so there's always that to look forward to. So I really hope I can finish it in time so we can let everybody see that. Me and John were also supposed to collaborate on a side project that would have turned into an RPM, but we spent so much time composing the songs themselves. I don't think we're actually going to make it by the end of the month. But that is also something that I've been up to like RPM wise is just writing songs for that as well.
The real question is, do you guys need gang vocals for anything?
I think the only time we ever recorded gang vocals, there are times when like you're thinking about a song in your head and you're like, oh, this would be really great with a lot of people on it. And I think like I would do it. I think the last time we did that was with Bryce Smith at his studio over at was it College of Atlantic Canada? Is it? No, that's Kona. Academy Canada, that's it. And so we were in there and it was just Twinkie and I. And it was for that recording of Braveheart we have. And so Bryce suggested that we do some gang vocals over something, and I hadn't done it in a really long time, since Panda Farm, really. And so he just called a lot of his friends from the school up, and there's probably about 6 of us crowding around this microphone of people I didn't know yelling the words of my songs. And I don't know if I could just replicate that experience well enough again. I think that was it. I think that was top of the hill for
It'd
gang
be pretty
vocals.
weird if you had us in there and we actually knew the words.
Well, that's it. I know you guys too well, right? You don't sound like a bunch of drunk people yelling the words. That's the effect I'm going for, really.
Right?
Yeah, so... No offense to those people that were with me at Bryce's studio, by the way. You don't sound like a bunch of drunk people. You sounded great.
All right, let's hear some more Make Me and Everything. This
All
is
right.
While You Were Away. Make Me and Everything with Vikings there from their brand new EP.
It's pretty fabulous.
It was pretty great.
Just for the record, that song is 100% about eating people. Totally.
100%.
Listen to it and you'll totally get it. Like the plot of Lost, but like if they ate each other at the end of Lost. Because they didn't do that in that.
I feel like I would have liked Lost a lot more if people just started like eating each other.
Then they get like sued by the Lord of the Flies people, and like nobody wants that. I don't even think anybody
Eating people isn't copyrighted by Lord of the Flies.
I'm pretty sure.
Nobody was eaten in Lord of the Flies.
No, I think they're partners with the Hannibal franchise actually.
That
So
makes sense, I guess.
it's 2 people we gotta pay out, I guess.
Yeah. Making it rain. So you guys have a pretty deadly old show coming up.
Yeah, we're playing for the playing for the Novaks, personal party. No, we're opening for the Novaks at the Breezeway on February 21st.
Very cool.
And it's only $2, which is awesome.
That's like nothing.
You can't get that like.
It's like, don't go out and get a Tim Hortons coffee and go to see that show instead.
Yeah.
That's the amount of money you'd be paying.
You could get a free show by going and checking out those like 3 girls at Busk down on the corner of like George Street on Saturdays. That's a pretty good free show if you don't pay them. But they're like a 3-woman barbershop quartet, and they blow my mind every weekend.
I don't know if I've ever seen them. I know like the old like men that play.
No, these are like 3 like probably like university kids like looking for money for food or something, and they just happen to be phenomenal at singing.
Yeah, I've seen like violinists
Oh yeah.
like
yeah.
down around Christmas time, and I'm like, how? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Right?
But anyway, yeah, super cheap, almost as cheap as that is this show coming up next week. So that's on the 21st, and there's over 100 people confirmed on Facebook, so that means at least like 6 people are going to be there. So
So we'll be there.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be there. And yeah, come check it out. I mean, the Breezeway is fantastic. Born Ruffians there last year and stuff like that. So, and those are great shows, so I can't wait.
Indeed.
Awesome. So this new EP, like where can people check it out if they like what they hear?
What's that, sorry?
Where can they check it out? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
So, yeah, our EP is hosted digitally on Bandcamp, and it costs $5. But I will confirm probably... That's not really confirming. But we probably will give the digital copy out for free once we have a physical copy to sell everybody. We're just working out things with, like, dates and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then once you can pre-order a physical copy, we'll probably put the nix on paying for anything digital.
Very cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in, Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah, anytime.
Always nice to hear from you.
Yeah, man. Like, give me a call later, you know?
Okay.
You don't really call that much anymore.
Sorry, man.
So, I'm dating my operating system now.
Okay.
I feel you, bro.
All right, this is Make Me and Everything. Got in the
Acceptable
afternoon.
form of insanity.